is up, everybody? I am Caleb Coho. Welcome back to the world of Fandom Fights. We have a debuting player matchup here in debut week. We have a whole bunch of new faces, some familiar, some completely new, stepping into the ring over the course of this week. So this will be a blast. We're going to get to see a bunch of new talent. One of the rookies debuting this week is on the desk with me today, Mr. Cody Newberry. How are you doing?
Yeah, you manage a champion long enough, they make you debut sometimes. So, yeah, I'm here. I'm excited to see future competitors, but it should be a lot of fun, and I'm excited to see what they got.
Absolutely. We have in the ring today Richard Schwartz. We've seen him, well, technically not seen him play with Neighborhood Watch Alliance in the match that infamously was destroyed by YouTube because of how great it was. And now we get to see him step into the singles ring. And then we have a completely unknown quantity in Mike Bryant. So this will be a really, really fun match to see the two do battle and see which one could potentially be a superstar. If not both of them, we'll see how it goes. And we'll hear from them right now in promos what they have to say.
Finally, the other half of the MWA is making his debut. I have been in the other divisions, teams, Fandom TV, Nerdgasm, and I have, win or lose, I have made it a great game every time. I am excited to be here. I am planning to victory. Don't know much about my opponent, but when it comes to the Neighborhood Watch Alliance, when it comes to Mr. Carefree, it's always the way it's got to be. And that is for the greater good.
I know I'm a new entity here, but look, I'm coming with a little bit of heat. I've never been in a league like this before, but I have plenty of knowledge. I destroy everybody that I do movie knowledge with. It's really just that simple. So I'm ready for Richard to step up, show me what he's got. I want to see what this league is really, really made of. So that's why I'm here. I'm going to set the table. I'm going to take it to the top, and I'm just going to win. It's just that simple.
Both coming in with some hot promos. Mike keeping it short and sweet, hitting pretty hard. Richard, he's here to play. And I like the Carefree sort of attitude. He calls himself Mr. Carefree for a reason. So, Cody, what were your thoughts on those promos?
That's how he thought.
Strong, so what's up?
You cut out. You want to do that again?
Great. Am I still there? Am I
yeah,
still
you're here. You're here. You get try it one more
Again,
time.
I like what Mike's fire was. I hope Mike answers questions as good as he talks. And Richard, he's Carefree. That's who he is. So let's hope it's a good match.
All right. Well, with that, we'll get into our proper introductions and get this match underway. Introducing first, making their Fandom Fight singles debut, representing the Neighborhood Watch Alliance, is Mr. Carefree, Richard Schwartz.
I got money in my pocket and my own, but I'm still dreaming.
And his opponent, also making his Fandom Fight debut, he is Big Mike Bryant. All right, gentlemen, round one is going to work like this. You're each going to get 10 questions worth 1 point apiece. This is our whiteboard round. You're going to write down your answer to the question and show it to us as well as verbalize it. If you get all 10 questions correct, you will be getting a perfect first round and a bonus question. Any questions as we get into round number one?
Nope.
All right, reminder, you will have 3 repeats for the entirety of the match and a challenge rule, also known as the Lucas Schildbach rule. And your first question in round number 1 comes in the category of the Wizarding World. Who plays Ollivander in Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone? Sorcerer's Stone. Not one of my favorites that I have to go back to.
Yeah. I try to watch it as fast as possible. Sometimes on fast speed.
Sometimes just put it on 2 times speed. I thought the movie ended at 3 different points before it actually ended. The first time I watched it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Answers.
All right, Pez down. We'll start with Mike.
I got nothing.
All right, and Richard.
I'm sure this is wrong. I think it's John Hurt. That's what I put. I know
John Hurt is correct for a point.
Oh, crap.
All right. Cody, you want to get in the next question?
Absolutely. Your next category is MCU. Who prevents Black Panther from capturing Cap and Bucky at the airport in Captain America: Civil War? Looking for the camera.
Civil War is one that has caused a bit of a civil war amongst all of us multiplex admins. Yeah. You're on the side of Team Iron Man in the sense of not liking the movie.
Overrated. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Answers.
All right, we'll start with Richard.
Black Widow.
That is correct for a point. We'll go to Mike.
Black Widow.
That is correct. All right, your third question comes in the category of DC. These are films outside of the DCEU. What is the name of the businessman that Bane kills in The Dark Knight Rises? Dark Knight Rises.
That voice is what he did.
Bane, one of the best villains in DC films.
I disagree strongly with Caleb. I disagree.
You don't
Yeah.
like Tom Hardy? What's wrong with you?
He's really good at not showing his face. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Answers.
All right, we will start with Mike on this one.
I know it's probably not right. Lucius Fox.
That's incorrect. We will go to Richard.
I drew a horrible tree.
We were looking for Daggett, played by Ben Mendelsohn. Daggett. Before he was Ben Mendelsohn. Ben Mendelsohn.
All right. A category that's near and dear to my heart. Disney animation. What does Aladdin steal when we first meet him in Aladdin? What does a street rat try to steal?
He's trying to steal another billion with that live action remake.
Some consider you a street rat, Caleb. Am I right?
You would be very right, as I am a lovable street rat.
Not a woman. 2,
Ooh,
1. Just as a rat.
that hurts.
And answers.
Richard.
A loaf of bread. Really
A loaf
poorly
of bread.
written.
Correct. We will go to Mike.
Loaf of bread.
That is correct.
I just put bread. Is that still acceptable?
Bread would be acceptable, sir. Your fifth question. Fifth question comes in the category of Fandom Oscars. Who is the only person to win an Oscar for their performance in a comic book movie?
Huh.
Comic book movies.
Two of
Slowly
your
being
favorite
accepted.
things. Comic books and Oscars put together.
I think that would be a great episode to do on the co-Oscars.
Like why certain films should have won. And we're going 5, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
That will be Richard's first repeat. In the category of Fandom Oscars, who is the only person to win an Oscar for their performance in a comic book film? Yeah, I think this would be an excellent topic to just take all comic book films and do an co-Oscars episode of just what would our Oscars look like in the criteria of comic book movies.
That's not a bad idea. 5,
How do you fancy?
4, 3, 2, 1. Answers.
Start with Mike on this one. Heath Ledger is correct for a point. We'll go to Mike or Richard.
I put Tom Hanks. I put the wrong one. I thought like Heath Ledger's was an honorary Oscar. I didn't realize. Yeah,
Oh,
that was me being stupid.
With that, we are all tied up at 3 after the 5th question. Who do you want to give them their next question?
Sure. Another one of my favorite Pixar. Who voices Carl Fredricksen in Up?
Carl Fredricksen.
Really strong for 8 minutes. It really loses me for a while.
That is very true. I think the first couple minutes of the movie, one of the best movies ever made.
When it's Russell and him, great. When you have talking dogs, I hate it. 5,
Not wrong.
3, 2, 1. Answers.
All right. Mike, nothing. All right.
I also got nothing.
Both got nothing. We were looking for Edward Asner. Ed Asner.
Clean sweep.
Your next question comes in the category of DreamWorks animation. New category in fandom this season. Thank you, Nico Suave Rigoli. What is the name of the kingdom in Shrek? Shrek, the first animated movie to win an Oscar for Best Animated Feature.
You're not wrong. That fact holds up. You know it doesn't hold up?
What?
That beanie looks good. 5.
Ouch.
4.
Just taking
3.
shots at me today.
2. 1. Answers.
Alright, we'll start with Mike. We cannot hear you right now, actually, but Fairy Tale Land. Yeah, Fairy Tale Land is incorrect. There we go. Richard.
Dulot.
Ooh.
Pronounce it again?
Dulot?
No.
Dulot is incorrect. It is Duloc. Duloc.
Oh, Duloc.
You were so close.
Close, though. Close.
Okay.
That is so close. That actually hurts. All right.
Mine, right?
Yep.
Disney live action. Johnny Depp was nominated for an Oscar for his performance in what Disney live action film? There's one, if they put it down, I may leave the fall.
You wouldn't be alone in that.
Yeah. Also, this just in. I don't like that coat either. 5.
Jeez.
2. 1. Answers.
All right, go to Richard.
I said Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl.
That is correct for a point. And Mike.
I said Alice in Wonderland.
Ooh, incorrect.
Not the one I was thinking. If you would have put Lone Ranger.
That's what I was thinking too. Is Lone Ranger. So if someone put it, I was gonna be a little salty. All right. Your penultimate question of round number 1 is in the category of Marvel, non-MCU Marvel. In Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, Miles and Peter steal a computer from what supervillain's office?
Rewatch this movie. I love it more, and it already moved up on my top 10 comic book movies.
It is in my top 5, and I've seen it 4 times now.
Have you seen the alternate one yet?
I still haven't seen the alternate universe cut yet. Is it good?
I haven't seen it. I'm thinking about doing it tonight.
I think that would be a fun watch along.
Yeah. We're gonna go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Answer.
All right, let's start with Mike.
Doc Ock.
That is correct for a point. And Richard.
Doc Ock.
That is correct.
Okay, your final question in this round. What DC hero says, "Sometimes the truth isn't good enough. Sometimes people deserve more. Sometimes people deserve to have their faith rewarded."
What was this category?
Quotes.
Movie quotes.
Who says it and what DC hero says that quote? You say a lot of stuff, Caleb, but good thing we don't remember them as quotes. We just remember them as gibberish.
You're not wrong.
5.
You're not wrong.
3. I watched a match the other day that I called you actually an oatmeal raisin cookie that was burnt. 1.
Wow.
Answers.
Thanks.
That was. You were on the call too, so don't remember what you did to me.
All right, we will go to Mike.
Superman.
That's incorrect. We'll go to Richard.
Lucius Fox.
Yes.
Also incorrect. Looking for Batman.
Ah.
Batman.
Superman.
In the film The Dark Knight. In the film The Dark
Superman
Knight.
is the most guessed answer to. I guessed it. 2 other people get it insane. So we don't blame you on that one, Mike.
At the end of the first round, Richard holds a slight lead, 5-4, but anything can happen as we get into round number 2, which is the wheel round. You are each going to get a chance to spin from the lovely wheel from wheeldecide.com, and you will get a category from said wheel. If you like the category that you spin, you will get 5 questions worth 2 points apiece. If you don't like the category, you do have the opportunity of a respin, but you're stuck with whatever you land on the second time. You do have the opportunity of multiple choice in the round, but it will devalue the point to being only worth 1. Stealing is a thing in this round, so be aware. Any questions
Nope.
All right. Categories on the wheel tonight are Wizarding World, MCU, Disney Animation, DC, movie quotes, Marvel, Star Trek, and DreamWorks. Richard, you're in the lead. Would you like to go first or defer to Mike?
I will defer.
All right, Mike, you will be going first on the wheel tonight, and your first spin is in, and it lands on opponent's choice. That's rotten luck. Richard, what is he going to be answering questions for today?
All right. Can I get the choices again? Just
The
real quick.
options on the wheel are Wizarding World, MCU, Disney Animation, DC, movie quotes, non-MCU Marvel, Star Trek, and DreamWorks.
Let's give him Star Trek.
All right, Cody, do you want to read off his questions in the category of Star Trek?
No, not really. But let me look at them real quick before I agree. No, you can do them.
Okay, well then I will take them for the sake of having the wheel and bringing up screen sharing. I was just gonna have you do them, but okay. All right.
I don't care. I don't care the reasons.
All right, Mike, your questions in the realm of Star Trek. Your first question: what Guillermo del Toro regular plays Viceroy in Star Trek Nemesis?
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A. Doug Jones, B. Ron Perlman, C. Luke Goss, or D. Matt Schultz.
Ron Perlman.
That is correct for a point. All right, your second question in Star Trek. In 2009's Star Trek, Kirk is seen romancing an Orion cadet named Gala, who is revealed to be whose roommate?
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A. Carol Marcus, B. Beverly Crusher, C. Nyota Uhura, or D. Deanna Troi.
Crusher.
That is incorrect. Richard, the chance for a 1 point steal.
Uhura.
Uhura is correct for a 1 point steal. Your third question, Mike, in Star Trek. Who plays Pavel Chekhov in the original Star Trek series of films?
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A. Anton Yelchin, B. Walter Koenig, C. Andre Ensig, or D. John Mitchell.
John Mitchell.
That is incorrect. Worth the chance for
Walter Koenig.
That is correct for another point. Your fourth question in Star Trek. What song does Scotty play on bagpipes when they launch Spock off to Genesis at the end of The Wrath of Khan?
I'm definitely going multiple choice for this one.
Is it A. Amazing Grace, B. The Vulcan Death Anthem, C. Swing Low, Sweet Chariot, or D. How Great Thou Art?
I'm gonna go with Amazing Grace.
That is correct for a point. And your final question in Star Trek. What Star Trek film did Michael Dorn make his first appearance in?
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A. Star Trek Generations, B. Star Trek First Contact, C. Star Trek Insurrection, or D. Star Trek VI: The Undiscovered Country.
My dad says I'm gonna go with Generations.
It's incorrect. Richard, the chance for a 1 point steal.
I'm gonna say D.
D is correct for another point.
You would have done this as well as me, Mike. No problems.
Star Trek, man, that hit me.
All right, at the end of
I would say Generations too, Mike. So like,
at the end
that was
of
Mike.
Mike's run, Richard is up 8-6, and Richard, you will now get a chance to spin from the wheel as I bring it back up. This is why my co-host usually does it while I'm on the wheel duty. Screw you, Cody. All right.
Star Trek names. We have already agreed on that.
All right, Richard, your spin is away, and it lands on MCU. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
I know it's one of my strengths. However, I wanted to get the other strength. But you know what? I'll take it, just to be safe.
All right, Cody, you want to give him his questions in the MCU?
No.
Okay.
Okay, first question. And it's easy. What does Tony give the strawberry vendor as payment in Iron Man 2?
Oh, multiple choice.
Does he give A, a roll of hundreds, B, his watch, C, his car, D, his sunglasses?
His car?
Mike for a 1 point steal.
Roll of hundreds.
Nope. We were looking
Sunglasses?
For his watch.
Oh, watch. Okay.
Okay, next one. What member of the Black Order dies by the Hulkbuster in Avengers Infinity War?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Ebony Maw, B, Proxima Midnight, C, Corvus Glaive, or C, Claude Obsidian?
Call Obsidian. Good try.
Whatever. I don't think they
C?
pronounced their names in the whole movie. Huh?
C?
That is incorrect, Mike, for 1 point.
B.
That is incorrect. We're looking for the one I couldn't
D.
pronounce.
Obsidian.
Third question. What other Avenger debuts in Thor?
Oh, Hawkeye.
2 points. Fourth question. What is the name of the head border tribe played by Daniel Kaluuya in Black Panther?
Multiple choice.
Ooh, Caleb, go ahead.
All right, I will step in and save you.
That
Is it-
going to be an insult to everybody.
Is it A, Wakabi, B, M'Baku, C, Njobu, or D, Aya?
B?
B is incorrect. Mike, chance for 1 point steal.
C.
C is also incorrect. Looking for A, Wakabi.
Okay.
Okay. Last question. What film marked the beginning of Phase 2?
Iron Man 3.
That's correct for 2 points.
All right, so at the end of round number 2, Richard is up 12 to Mike 6. But anything can happen as we get into round number 3, which is the betting round. We are going to give you the category. You tell us how many points you'd like to bet between 0 and 2 points. You get the question right, you're going to get those points. You get the question wrong, you're going to lose those points. If you bet 0, you don't gain or lose anything, but we ask you to play along for stats purposes. We go until someone is mathematically eliminated or the score reaches 0 per the Jim and Nico rule. Any questions?
Nope.
All right, then your first category that you can bet questions on in this round is DC. How many points would you like to bet on DC?
1 point.
1 point, Mike?
Yep.
Okay. Richard, how many points you betting?
I'm also betting 1.
All right, 1 and 1. Your question in DC. Who does Bruce Wayne fight in his final test to join the League of Shadows in Batman Begins?
DC. You once carried a teammate to a knockout in a DC category.
I did. That was, fun fact, pull behind the curtains. Not what we spun spinners, and I asked for animated because I wanted to do something not geek. And the person in charge of the match had not written animated questions. So we had to do DC and get the knockout.
Wow. Yep.
All right, we will go to Richard.
Ra's al Ghul?
That is correct for a point. And Mike?
Ra's al Ghul.
That is also correct for a point.
Your next category is
Wizarding
Wait, what was the category?
Wizarding World. How many points do you
Okay.
got? Wizarding World.
2.
All right, Richard's going 2. Mike, how many you want to bet on Wizarding World?
0.
Okay, 2-0. You want to give him his question, Cody?
Yes. Harry starts the 6th year at Hogwarts in what film?
You said, just to verify, you said what Harry started his 6th year in what film?
Yes, that is the question.
And do I have to write Harry Potter and the blah blah blah? Can I just write the subtitle?
Yeah, we'd like you to write the entire title.
Really? Okay.
Why?
Just because I feel like it, Cody.
We literally said Harry Potter at the beginning. I would challenge that if you made me get it wrong.
You're not going to get it wrong because you wrote 4 extra words. All right. Go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Richard.
Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince.
That's correct for a big 2 points. Mike, did you have anything for Steph?
I had Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire.
No, that is unfortunately not right, but good thing you got 0 on that.
Smart trick.
All right, so it is now 15 to 7, and your third category they can bet points on is Disney animation. How many points would you like to bet on Disney animation?
2 for me.
All right, Richard, how many points are you betting on Disney animation?
I'm gonna go 0.
All right. Your question in Disney animation. What is the name of Ariel's seagull friend in The Little Mermaid?
And in fact, just came out of the vault.
Cool. I will pretend that is the reason why I wrote this
I
question.
mean, it doesn't really matter because I bet 0 anyway, so I didn't really hear the question.
Repeat, please.
All right, that will be Mike's first repeat of the match. Disney animation. What is the name of Ariel's seagull friend in The Little Mermaid?
I hate when you create green rooms and you get 45 notifications.
I know. Which green room is that? Is that a Warzone green room or a Nerdgasm green room? He is busy in his own world, so I'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Mike.
Sprocket.
That is incorrect. We will go to Richard.
Sully?
And your winner, by way of technical knockout, Mr. Carefree, Richard Schwartz. It is Scuttle. It was a 10-point deficit, only the potential for an 8-point swing. The game ends by TKO. That was a good match, Cody. What are your thoughts on that one?
Mike's an uphill battle. He got opponent's choice. Didn't play his strongest round 1 that I think he wanted to, but even though he couldn't capitalize on some steals. So again, I don't know. We saw Mike's true potential in this. Again, when you get opponent's choice, it's what happened. But Richard didn't. He got a lot of steals off Star Trek and was able to build up his lead. So it was great. I think we'll see Mike back, and I can't wait to see what Richard does in the future.
Absolutely. With that, I'm actually going to go ahead and jump over into post-match interview, starting with our winner today, Richard Schwartz. You are now 1-0 now in debut week, which puts you in a good position for the Summer Series tournament. How does that make you? How do you feel coming off a victory with your first match?
Feels very good. It's always great to have a win. Honestly, my opponent did really well. My round 1, I'm still beating myself off of the Heath Ledger. I just thought that was way too obvious of an answer. And I thought maybe Tom Hanks might have won for Road to Perdition because that's also a comic book movie. But, my opponent just had bad luck with when he got opponent's choice. I chose a category I was hoping he wasn't familiar with, and he wasn't. I'm okay with Star Trek, so I was kind of happy about that. My round 2, MCU, wasn't the best for me, not gonna lie. But it's just some of the movies I haven't seen in a while. But I'm very happy. I did really well, and I'm looking forward to compete again. And good job for my opponent for making the game. It was fun.
Absolutely. You had a really solid game. You do have another match coming up against another debuting player coming up. You will be in the ring with either the winner of the Douglas Castle match in debut week. So you don't necessarily have game tape on that yet. Are you worried about any of the other sort of rookies that you might have to face before you get to the tournament?
I never take anyone. I never underestimate anyone. I'm a little bit nervous because they're new. You don't know. They could be really good. They could be better than me. We don't know. It's a surprise. But I'm always up for the challenge. I'm always eager to play, and I always do my best no matter what happens. Because Mr. Carefree, that's what it's all about.
All right. Well, congratulations on your win here today, and good luck to you going forward in the singles run. And we know you have Neighborhood Watch Alliance coming back pretty soon, so good luck to that match as well.
It's gonna be fun.
Over to our unfortunate loser today, Mike. The wheel was not on your side today, getting opponent's choice right out the gate. You played a really good game despite that. You got stabbed with Star Trek. How do you feel about your performance today?
I mean, of course, it's not what I wanted to happen. It's not the result that I really wanted to. But yeah, that wheel, that'll get you every time. So when you don't have the control to choose your own fate, you kind of have to just go with whatever your opponent's going to get you. So, and Star Trek got me for sure. So hopefully I'll be back. I definitely didn't show what I really have. But for my first time out, I'm pretty happy with my performance.
Absolutely. We will most definitely be seeing you again because, as you said, you showed a lot of potential in this match, and I can't wait to see who you might be facing next. And I look forward to seeing you back in the ring very soon. So I will throw it back up to my co-host Cody Newberry at the desk for his final thoughts on this match.
My internet's breaking up really bad, I think, but this is a good match. I can't wait for the rest of the debut week. Gucci.
Yeah, it was a great match. Both guys played their hearts out, and I can't wait to see what both of them have to bring in the future. From everyone here, from Richard, from Mike, from Cody, I've been Caleb. This has been Fandom Fight. We'll see you guys next week.